what I love about Canyon View, there are too many things to be able to fit in this interview.
But people smell better than reindeers. Sven, don't you think I'm right? You got me. Let's call it a night. Don't let the frost bite.
Tessa is the sweetest, the cutest girl you will ever meet in your whole life. She is super fun-loving, super energetic. Tessa is really quirky. There's some things that she just does because she knows that they'll make you laugh. You'll just look over at her and she'll just be like, she had never been to summer camp before, so I don't think she really knew what to expect at all. So we got to the church and everyone was, got their backpacks on, getting ready and getting excited, and she was like, okay, I'm just here. The bus pulls up, and it was the first time she had ever ridden on a real school bus before. And once we were on, almost the entire way there, she would just be like, I'm like, we're here, and it was just so great. And then we actually got to camp, and it's just nature everywhere. It's the great outdoors. It's really fun, and she just soaked it all in. She actually didn't want to stay with the group because you see all these things. There's a teepee, there's a bridge, there's a lake. By the end of the day she didn't want to get back on the bus, so you really know how fun it was. Every day at day camp they get an hour for swim time, and you can choose creek walking or games or swimming in the lake. The first day we set a precedent for the rest of the week. It was the pattern we followed. She spent about half an hour in the shallow end swimming around, just having fun, and then she got out, wrapped up in a towel, and she would sit next to the lifeguard, and the lifeguard loved it. Then when she was all dried, we would walk down to the canoes, which she had never been on before, but she loves boats and talking about boats. I was in the back and she was in the front, and so just watching her trying to maneuver this giant paddle with this big life jacket on, and then just looking around because the view from the lake is so beautiful. And it was just such a treat, and she had so much fun that she wanted to do that exact thing every single day. Creek walking was a really fun activity. I don't know if you've ever been creek walking before, but you definitely have to have a good sense of balance to be able to not come out completely soaked. At first she was kind of like, okay, I don't know if I really want to do this. But we started going out there, and I had my walking stick, so she would either hold on to that or hold on to my hand. It's just a great balancing exercise, which is so good for her especially, and then just being able to get your shoes wet and to be okay with that was really fun for her, I think. She knew a lot of the girls in her group already, and so they were already kind of familiar with her, and so they got along really good. And some of the girls at first were like, this is new, I've never met anyone with Down syndrome before. And so just helping them it's okay to talk to Tessa. You don't have to ask questions through me. Just talk to her. They started pretty early on in the week just saying Tessa, are you excited about this? Do you want to come sit with me, Tessa? And so that was really cool for them and for her. So Tessa's experience at camp was really cool on so many levels. I mean, on her side it was cool getting to be outdoors and exploring and doing cool things like archery and horseback riding and swimming and canoeing. And on the other side, the other girls in her group, it was such a treat for them to be able to have some experience with someone who's a little bit different than they were and learn how to love like Jesus loved. The mission statement of Canyon View is speaking the truth in love. And the cool thing about being a part of the ministry and being on staff is it goes from taking, knowing that truth and knowing that this is something we're supposed to do, and you're turning it into an action. It's not just talk, it's also walking the walk. It's just an awesome ministry that has a place for everyone.